Sarah, are you out somewhere? The house feels empty without you. I was hoping we could spend some time together tonight.
Mark, you're home already? Wasn't expecting you until later. You usually work late on Thursdays.
Yeah, finished work on time today. First time this week. Thought we could have dinner together. Maybe watch that movie you've been wanting to see?
Sorry. I'm at the spa with Jessica. Girl time. You know how it is. We've both been so stressed lately.
Oh, Jessica has a day off on a weekday? That's unusual for her department. I thought they were super strict about scheduling.
We'll grab dinner before heading back. The treatments here are amazing. You should try it sometime. They do couples massages too.
Actually, our neighbor Tom gave us some really nice fish, fresh caught this morning. I was thinking of making fish and chips. Remember how much you loved them last time?
I forgot my contacts today. So annoying. Been squinting all day. Everything's such a blur.
Oh yeah, that must have been tough. Then if you don't want it tonight, I'll prep the fish and freeze it for tomorrow. I remember the last time you cooked without contacts, you nearly cut your finger. We still have that box of cute Band-Aids.
By the way, isn't Tom getting a bit too friendly? What's his deal anyway? He's always bringing things over. Kinda weird if you ask me.
You think so? He seems nice enough, just neighborly. He brought soup when you were sick last month, too.
She's always home during the day. What does he even do? Kinda suspicious if you ask me. Normal people work during the day.
Oh, he mentioned he's a day trader. We chatted about it recently. Makes good money, apparently. He showed me some of his trading strategies.
Oh no, I forgot my hair appointment! Ugh, can't believe I double booked. What a mess!
Now these things happen. You want me to call and reschedule for you? I still have Maria's number from last time.
Hey, your business trip is in 2 weeks, right? The Hong Kong one? The one you mentioned at breakfast?
Yes, 5 days in Hong Kong. Early morning flight this time. I wish you could come with me. Remember our vacation there last year?
Buy me a designer bag before you go. That new limited edition one I showed you.
What? That's quite sudden. We were just talking about cutting back on expenses yesterday.
You're leaving me alone for 5 whole days. A girl needs compensation. It's so lonely here without you.
I'm sorry for always making you feel lonely. You know I'd take you if I could. The company only pays for employee travel.
You should be. That's why I deserve a present for putting up with being alone. You know how I hate sleeping alone. The bed feels so empty.
But last month when I went on a trip, your compensation was a spa package. It's getting a bit expensive to do this every business trip. Our savings are taking a hit. Remember we talked about buying a house?
Fine. I'll ask Daddy to buy it then. I'll tell him you won't get it for me. I guess you just don't love me as much as Daddy does. You abandon your wife monthly, but you won't even compensate me. Whatever. It's my fault. I'm too demanding, aren't I? I should just endure being lonely. Forget I said anything.
Okay, fine. When I get home today...
Yay! I'll send you the details of the bag I want later. You're the best husband ever. I love you so much.
Sure. What time are you coming home? I could cook something light, maybe that pasta you like?
Thanks. See ya.
Sarah, when are you coming back? Sarah? What time will you be at home? Let me know when you're heading back and I'll run you a bath. I got your favorite bath bombs, too. Message me when you know your ETA. Getting worried. It's getting late. I'm going to bed early. Hope you're having fun. Left some food in the fridge if you're hungry. Sarah, can you talk on the phone right now? It's important. I really need to speak with you.
No, can't. Bad timing. Super busy right now.
What's wrong? Weren't you home? I tried calling twice. The landline isn't working either.
I am, but since you're away on your trip, I invited friends over. We're having a girls' night. I can't talk right now.
Jessica?
Yeah, who else would it be? We're watching movies and stuff.
Jessica has another weekday off? That's the third time this month. Didn't she just start that new project? You know, the one you told me about?
What do you need? We're kind of busy here. The movie's getting good.
Mom and Dad called. Mom's in the hospital after an accident. Could you check on her tomorrow? She's asking for you. It says she misses you and misses company. My dad can't spend much time with her because he's got work, so...
Can't. Jessica's staying over. We have plans. Already bought the tickets.
Jessica's off tomorrow, too? Didn't she just have time off? This seems unusual.
We're going to Disney World tomorrow. Been planning it for ages. Can't cancel now.
I see. I really wished you could visit my mom. She always treats you like her own daughter. Remember how she took care of you when you had the flu?
Can't you just call? Why does it have to be in person? She'll be fine.
Yes, but couldn't you just stop by briefly? They've helped us so much, and we're only able to live in this luxury apartment because my parents...
Oh!
What's wrong? Are you okay? Did something happen?
Uber's here. Gotta run. Need snacks.
Listen, I'll call them too, but could you please visit the hospital, even for a short while? Mom would really appreciate it. She was so happy at our wedding, and she's really fond of you.
Do you know what?
What?
I thought you were better at reading the room. Can't you see I'm busy? Stop bothering me.
I'm sorry, but...
Gotta go. Busy. Movie starting.
Sarah, at least make a phone call. Mom and Dad have supported us so much, and we should tell your parents too. They'd want to know. Your father would be upset if he found out later. You know how close he is to my parents. Can you at least do that for me? Sarah, could you call after you finish eating? Just a quick call. If it's hard for you to call, your father could call them instead. He always knows what to say. Your parents would be troubled if they found out later. Remember last time? Sarah, do you understand? This is serious. Mom's in the ICU. Please let your parents know when you read this message. They should know about this. Dad's really worried. Mark, I know you're at work, but do you have a moment? I need to discuss something delicate, and I'd rather not wait on this. I've been losing a lot of sleep lately. Tom, thanks for the fish the other day. What's up? Everything okay? You sound worried. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. The thing is, and I hate to bring this up, but your wife's nighttime noises are a bit loud. I know you're a loving couple, but still, the walls are thinner than you'd think. I don't want to embarrass you, but it's just that it's been affecting my sleep. Oh God, I'm sorry. We'll be more careful. Really sorry about that. Didn't realize we were disturbing anyone. I should have been more cautious about the walls. Well, you newlyweds. I'm divorced myself, so I understand, but last night was particularly intense, and considering the other neighbors, I thought I should mention it. Mrs. Johnson next door was complaining too. She's quite upset. I didn't want her knocking down your door and making a fuss, so I told her I'd message you in private. Wait, last night? Are you sure about that? What time exactly? Yes, it was quite intense. Sorry to be so direct, but there's no other way to put it. It started around midnight and went on for quite a while, actually. I'm actually away on a long business trip. I've been gone for 3 days. I'm literally in Hong Kong right now. Oh, but last night was why I decided to message you. The noise was, unmistakable. Very distinctive sounds. Unless she was watching something adult on high volume, I'm pretty sure there was something going on. My wife was supposed to have a friend over, Jessica. They were having a girls' night. Huh? Are you sure it wasn't a guy? I assumed it was you. Oh dear, this is awkward. No, I was told it was a woman. She said they were having a girls' night. Apparently they were watching movies and such, but I don't think they'd watch something like that on high volume. Oh, I might have stepped into something I shouldn't have. I thought it was you two having fun. The voice was definitely male, though. It was a deep voice, so I couldn't mistake it for a woman. No, thank you for telling me. So she had a man over. You're absolutely certain? No chance of a mistake? That's what it seems like. I'm really sorry to be the bearer of bad news. I wish I didn't have to tell you this. Tom, thank you so much. I actually had my suspicions. Things haven't been adding up lately, little things I noticed. About that. Is there something else? Please tell me if you know anything. I need to know everything. Don't hold back. I hate to pile on, but this wasn't just last night. It's been happening regularly, most likely when you're away, almost like clockwork. Is that so? Tom, could I call you now? I'd like to hear more details, everything you've noticed. That way I can probably find a pattern and work out who my wife's been having an affair with. Yes, that's fine. I work from home, so anytime. I went through a divorce because of cheating too, so I can give you advice. I've been there myself. I know exactly what you're going through. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your honesty. You're a true friend. I'll tell you everything I know. You deserve to know the truth. It's the right thing to do.
Mark, the hotel view is amazing. Thanks so much for booking it. Jessica loves it too. The spa here is incredible. You should see the sunset.
Glad you're enjoying it. It's great that you're both enjoying yourselves. Also, Mom and Dad called today. She's still recovering in the hospital.
Too bad your trip got extended. When are you coming back? Miss you. Can't wait to see you.
You still never listen to what others say, do you? You should actually listen when people talk, Sarah. That's always been your problem, ever since we were dating.
By the way, when are you coming back? We should plan something special. I have a surprise for you.
I'm not.
What?
I'm not returning to that apartment, ever. I'm done with that place.
Wait, what? Are you getting a transfer?
It's rare to see you actually engage in a conversation with me properly. Or is this even Jessica? Who am I really talking to?
If it's a transfer, then let's just do long distance. I don't want to move. We can make it work. Lots of couples do. I'm sure we can too.
That's not what I mean, Sarah. I mean, we won't be living together anymore. Period. It's over.
What? You're joking, right? Are you mad because I didn't visit your mom? I can go tomorrow first thing.
You know the real reason better than anyone. Stop playing dumb. It doesn't suit you.
What?
How could I return to a home where my wife invites her affair partner over every time I'm away? Did you think I wouldn't find out, that nobody would notice?
What are you talking about? I didn't do that. You're being paranoid. Jessica and I were just hanging out.
The neighbors could hear your nighttime activities every single time. The walls are thin, remember?
That wasn't me. You're making things up. Someone's lying to you.
I wouldn't say this without evidence. You're not even with Jessica at that hotel today, are you? Jessica works for my father's subsidiary company, so it's easy for me to check up on where she is. You're with a man. You were so caught up you didn't even notice the private investigator following you, and he got everything on camera.
Mark, no, he's just a friend.
Still can't listen to others, can ya? I have all the evidence and witnesses lined up. My things are already out of the apartment. I've been planning this for weeks. Everything's ready.
Wait, listen to me. It's not what you think. Let me explain.
The utilities are all cut off. Your things have been sent to your parents. I'll contact you about the divorce after consulting with my lawyer. Everything's been arranged.
Wait, it's a misunderstanding. Please listen. Mark, please answer. Listen to me. You can't do this. Please answer me. Mark! Mark, will you just listen to me?
Sarah, we'll discuss the divorce this Saturday. I'm bringing my lawyer to your parents' house. Be ready. All the papers are prepared.
Please forgive me. I don't want a divorce. My parents have been trying to apologize to you too. I can't pay that much alimony. My parents are crying, saying they're sorry. We're all in trouble. Please have mercy.
Troubled?
Yes, this will ruin everything, our whole family.
Don't worry, I'll take care of everything. I have it all planned out, every detail.
What do you mean?
If you can't pay the settlement, my family's company has an opening at a remote factory. You can work and live there until you've paid off your debt. Your parents have already agreed to this, and they signed the papers yesterday. Everything's been confirmed.
Wait, I've never heard about this. You can't decide this. I have rights.
As the guilty party, you don't get a choice. You'll take responsibility no matter what. Your father can't afford to lose his business relationship with my father's company. It would ruin him. He said I could handle you however I see fit since you've caused so much trouble for them. They're washing their hands of you.
No.
It was all decided while your parents were on their knees begging my parents for forgiveness. They mentioned how troubled they were by your constant requests for money. Seems you've been quite the burden. They told us everything.
How could you? This is cruel. I'm your wife. We promised to love each other forever.
You were my wife, but you cheated. We're getting divorced. In other words, we're becoming strangers, so I won't hold back anymore. You brought this on yourself. Actions have consequences.
It wasn't serious. It was just a few times. It meant nothing.
Whether it was serious or not doesn't matter to me. Cheating is cheating. Once or 100 times, it's all the same.
I only got involved with other men because I was lonely. You're partially responsible for making me feel that way. Always working, always traveling. You're never home.
And extracted plenty of compensation for that loneliness, didn't you? Since you're not showing any remorse, maybe you should return all those presents. The bags, the jewelry, everything. We'll add it to your debt.
Wait, I'm sorry. I do regret it. I really only love you. You've always been the one I love the most. Please, give me another chance. We could start fresh.
Another lie? I've investigated thoroughly. I know about all the men you were involved with even before our marriage. Every single one. I've got all their names and details.
How could you know that? That's impossible. Nobody knew.
Think of it as a plea bargain. I offered to reduce their settlement payments in exchange for telling me everything about you. They all turned pale and provided messages and photos. Some were married, so you'll be getting sued by their wives too. Hope you're ready. The lawsuits are prepared.
Wait, no.
By the way, your most frequent affair partner, Chris, confessed your scheme. He told me everything and showed me all your plans together.
What?
You were planning to take my assets, weren't you? Getting me to buy property before the divorce so you could claim millions in the settlement. Pretty clever. You had it all worked out.
No, that's wrong. Chris suggested that. It wasn't my idea. He made me do it. I never wanted to hurt you.
That's another lie. You researched it online. You proposed it to Chris. He provided the line messages along with the divorce and property division documents you printed out saying you were the one who suggested it. Got the timestamps to prove it. Every search, every message.
I'll cut off all contact with Chris. Please, don't abandon me. We can start over. I'll change, I promise.
Don't worry, I won't abandon you. You'll be getting sued for astronomical amounts from various parties. You'll spend the rest of your life working in that remote location where even cell phones don't work. Our company isn't going anywhere, so you'll spend your entire life just paying off debts. It's pointless to ask your parents for help. They've cut ties with you. And if they contact you, we'll immediately terminate business with your father's company. Without our business, his company will collapse instantly. Well, this is goodbye. I won't be coming to the meeting. Take care.
Wait, Mark, I'm sorry. It was my fault. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Please give me one more chance. I'll do anything. Don't leave me like this. Mark, please answer. I know I messed up, but we can fix this. Remember how happy we were? Think about all our memories together, our wedding day, our honeymoon. Please. I'll go to counseling. I'll change. I'll be better.
The lawyer will handle everything from here. Don't contact me again.
Mark, please, I'm begging you. At least let me explain in person, one last time.
Everything's been explained through your messages with Chris. Nothing left to say.
Those messages don't tell the whole story, please.
Goodbye, Sarah. The divorce was finalized shortly after. My wife insisted until the end that she didn't want a divorce, but she had no allies. Everyone saw the evidence, the messages, the photos. There was no denying what she'd done. After the divorce, my ex-wife was immediately kicked out of her parents' house and now works and lives at a remote location, paying off her debt to me and others. Her parents apparently have cut off all contact with her. From the occasional letters I receive from my ex-wife, it seems she's living a very harsh life. While I don't wish for her to become more miserable, I hope she never deceives anyone else again. The funny thing is, I actually suspected something was wrong months ago. The constant demands for compensation during business trips, the mysterious spa days with Jessica, the way she deflected questions about her whereabouts. But I wanted to believe in her. I wanted to trust my wife. That was my mistake. Tom still lives next door. He's become a good friend, actually. Sometimes we have dinner together and talk about life. He's helped me through some dark days. The other neighbors have been supportive too, especially after they learned the truth. My mother recovered from her accident, thankfully. She was hurt that Sarah never visited her in the hospital, but now she understands why. My parents have been my rock through all of this. They helped me plan everything, made sure I had all the evidence I needed before confronting Sarah. As for me, I'm focusing on work, on healing. Sometimes I wonder if I was too harsh with the punishment, but then I remember all the lies, all the manipulation, all the pain she caused, not just me, but our families. Actions have consequences. That's something Sarah never seemed to understand. I hear she writes letters sometimes, begging for forgiveness, asking to start over. I never read them anymore. That chapter of my life is closed. The factory manager forwards them to my lawyer, who keeps them as evidence of her continued harassment. Some lessons are learned the hard way. They say time heals all wounds. Maybe it does. But trust? Once broken, it never quite mends the same way. I learned that the hard way.